Hey, everybody, and welcome. Um, for those who've been around for a while, I've been missing for a week and a half. I guess not so bad in internet time. For those of you that are new and want to just hang out and listen to stories of what the heck has been going on with me, feel free to hang out. I will be drinking tea and explaining why I haven't been around for a week and a half, which has been. Um, I ended up getting ENT. I guess well, I went to. I've been seeing an ENT for a little bit, um, and I'll explain why. But had some surgery on November 26th. This was planned. It just took forever. So let's see. Since about the beginning of the year, my wife has really been complaining about me snoring. For the last 3 years, I've just felt very congested. I've always just had really bad allergies. Just about every season, there's something new coming in. When I was younger, I used to get pneumonia all the time, and I kind of feel like that was allergy related. So I've kind of found the right allergy medications to take. I try to take it only when things are really bad for me, but exercise really helps knock the allergies down, just kind of get the blood flow going. And yeah, so my wife hasn't been happy with me having sleep apnea or snoring, and ended up seeing my doctor at the beginning of the year. And he was like, you should go see a sleep specialist, and you should go see a ENT or ears, nose, and throat specialist. Go see both of them and kind of see what's going on. Happened to see the ENT first, and he was like, "Yeah, yeah, you got a deviated septum. I've had a deviated septum my entire life." And he was like, "I can fix this. It's basically they just go in and like fix the cartilage like way back in your head and straighten it out." Mine was kind of curved in both directions, blocking the airflow on both sides of my nose. Not great. Not great for airflow, at least. And then, as you know, I'm getting older and ended up getting developing polyps in the back of my head, which for the last 3 years has made me feel like I've just been very congested. I didn't know why. I just was like, I just always feel mucusy, congested, kind of like I can't breathe out of my nose. So I've been breathing out of my mouth a lot more, and that's not really good for you, especially when you're sleeping and things. Can cause you all kinds of problems. Anyway, uh, so the sleep specialist I saw was like, "Hey, and they had me go put on like a little outfit kind of thing. It was not an outfit. Like I just plugged in a bunch of sensors onto my finger and like around different parts of my body. They were just measuring, heart rate and other things like your blood oxygen levels and stuff, and whatever else they took for metrics. I have no idea. Anyway, the report came back and was like, "You are so low for your sleep apnea that I barely even rated. Like I was just so low. Like they're like, you really don't have a sleeping problem. You probably have a breathing problem, which is why I was also seeing the ENT. So they're like, you're not going to be a good candidate for doing any like breathing masks or anything else that's going to help open your airflow in your nose because your nose is you got a deviated septum. So you should go do that." So I had also seen the ENT, and he basically just like stuck a probe up both sides of my nose. It was like, "Yeah, you got a deviated septum, you got polyps. I can totally do that. If you're having these snoring problems," he's like, "I can also remove your uvula while we're in there and get it all done." I was like, "Great, let's get this scheduled." It's supposed to be scheduled for um, summertime. I was supposed to have this done over the summer, and was told like that's probably the best time because the humidity's up higher. It allows you to, be able to be a little, your body can be a little bit more relaxed. It's not so dry. Being dry is terrible for a good portion of these surgeries, but I would say especially the uvula one. So I got scheduled, I thought, and then called like 2 weeks before. I was like, "I haven't gotten any of the information about what I'm supposed to do for prep or anything else. What's going on?" Like, "Oh, you were never booked." Then I was told there was a change in staff and things got missed. So then it was supposed to get rescheduled to September. And these things take a very long time traditionally to get scheduled because just a lot of people just going in for surgeries. The common space is shared for hospitals, so they just never know when they're going to have openings to get this kind of stuff done. So got rescheduled for September, and was like, I remember I specifically told the coordinator, who was the same person I talked to the first time, that I was going to stay on the phone until I started seeing the notifications that I was booked come in. The notification came in. I saw it and I was like, I just went through. I wasn't fully paying attention. I just added it to my calendar and was like, great, I've got this booked, not a problem. And the lady had told me I was going to get all the information about what I needed to do for prep and stuff in like the next week or two. Anyway, started getting closer. About 2 weeks out from the appointment, I called up and was like, "Hey, how come I'm like looking and I'm like, I haven't gotten any information about the prep. What am I supposed to do? I need to know because some things require longer prep than others. I wasn't sure. I haven't had that many surgeries, but I'm just aware that there could be problems with them." And she just was like, "Oh, well, you're not booked for this surgery because the doctor is on vacation." I was like, that doesn't make any sense. I've got the post op was actually booked on my calendar, but I apparently never got booked for the operation. So they're like, well, we're going to go fix this and don't worry about it. We're going to take care of it. And at this point, I'm kind of worried about it. This is the second time I've gone through this. So I'm waiting for the lady. She's not getting back to me. I keep calling. And at this point, because at this point, I've already spent $3,000 at least for, consultation fees and all this stuff. I'm like, my health insurance will, the deductibles, I've hit the max. So I might as well just try and get this stuff done for this year, but I don't know if I can or not. So the lady's like, yeah, we can get you booked for, I think it was December 8th is what she told me. Sorry, just having some something to drink so that I can keep my throat warm. Um, so she's like, yeah, yeah, we'll get it taken care of. Don't worry. Don't hear anything. Don't hear anything. I'm calling. I'm leaving messages, not hearing anything back. I finally leave a for me to be nasty requires me to be pushed pretty far. But I left a message. It was like, I don't know what's going on at your office. I have tried to get this surgery booked 3 times. I've already spent $3,000 on all of the consultation and fees for all this different stuff. I've been supposedly booked 2 times. They haven't been booked properly. It's like, either you guys fix this or I don't know. Like, I need this surgery done this year. The same lady I talked to the first 2 times called me back immediately afterwards and was like, what the heck was that? Like, why did you leave that? I'm taking care of this and I'm telling you that the doctor was on vacation. I was like, look, you can tell me whatever you want. It's fine. I don't believe you, because I was like, I got the first time I never got any invitations for the things being booked, which is fine. There's no record of it. I can be saying whatever I'm saying. You're saying that you never saw anything from me. It's fine. So the second time, you guys booked a post-op surgery for me and you never booked me for the actual surgery, which is completely insane. It means I was like, I don't care who it is in your office, but somebody's made a mistake. So I was like, my understanding of how this should work is I should be getting booked for the actual operation, and 2, the post-op. So I don't know. She apologized. I was like, look, I'm just frustrated. I want this done. So as I said, she was like, okay, well, we have a opening. So somebody canceled on Wednesday, November 26th, if you'd like to do this. And I was like, at this point, I'm like, this is going to stink because I'm not going to be, I'll be vegetative probably for Thanksgiving. And this will be pretty terrible. But I was like, I've spent this money. Like, I need to get this done. Otherwise, I'm going to be just paying a ton of money out of pocket again to get this work done. So I was like, it's fine. I'm going to do it. My wife was going to go to Brazil for the week. My daughter, I was like, I think she's going to be a little bit disappointed. And my sister was in town. She wanted me to do some artwork for her upcoming children's book. So I was like, okay, fine. Like, before the surgery, I will get as much as we ended up doing a Thanksgiving dinner with my sister, her husband, my parents, and my daughter. We get together. We just had some food, and then the rest of the next 2 days was kind of me prepping and doing some artwork and stuff. Wednesday, I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna do this. But my daughter had been complaining. She's a teenager, so we never have whatever it is she wants to eat in the refrigerator, which we never know because it'll sit there forever, and either I'll eat it or we'll throw it away. And the second that I've either eaten it or thrown it away, she's like, I don't know why we never have what I want. I want this thing. So I was like, I'm gonna go grocery shopping. So first thing in the morning, because I wasn't booked until 2 p.m. for the surgery, I was like, I'll just go down. It was like 7:30 a.m. I get to the grocery store. I just started getting like milk and a few other things that I just knew we are gonna need. And I get a call and they're like, "Could you be here in an hour for your surgery?" I was like, well, my dad's going to take me, but he lives an hour away. So he's going to take an hour to drive over. And that's another 30 to 40 minutes to get to the hospital. I was like, we'll try. So they're like, oh, okay, great, great, great. I'll put a note down that you'll try and get in here. So, and it's a good thing we did because I don't think I would have left until like 8 or 9 p.m. if I had been scheduled for the 2 p.m. normally. But I get into uh, I get checked in. They get me into the gown. I'm sitting there, and now they're taking my blood pressure, and they're like, "Your blood pressure is through the roof. What's going on?" I'm like, well, uh, I had to rush. I was like, this was supposed to be a nice, smooth thing. I had to rush. I had to get groceries taken care of in the morning. I was called to see if I can get down here. I had to call my parents to see if they could come out and drive me down. Uh, had to take the dogs out to go to the bathroom beforehand. They said you have to take a shower before. So I was like, I've just been running nonstop to get down here. Like, well, you need to calm down before we can do the surgery. And I'm just thinking, this is going to be terrible if they can't do the surgery because my blood pressure's up because this thing's just been such a pain. Um, Finally, they check me like, okay, your blood pressure is low enough. It's fine. We'll get you through. So then they have me sit there for 3 hours while I'm waiting to have the surgery done, which it was fine. But they're like, "Do you want the TV on?" I was like, "No, I just want the surgery to get started." So they wake me up. I mean, I like once they get me in, like put me under general anesthesia. I don't remember anything. They wake me up, and all I can tell you is, I could breathe through my nose. Great, that was amazing. I was like, huh, I haven't been able to breathe through my nose like this since I was 20, maybe 30 at the latest. So that was good. But I was like, I could immediately feel that there was like sutures in the back of my throat. It was like rubbing against my tongue. So that was no good. And like all of a sudden, like I just had if you've out there had like asthma and allergies together and had like those symptoms hit at the same time, I just like all of a sudden I just felt like I couldn't breathe. Yeah, I just didn't feel like I was getting enough oxygen to my system, and like my blood pressure must have just skyrocketed. They started kind of freaking out. They're like, "You, you can't go home like this. You need to calm down." And I'm like, I'm so dried out. Like I can't swallow. All I can feel is like these sutures in the back of my throat, rubbing against like the back of my throat, and my tongue. I could they to hold my deviated septum in place because they basically just break the cartilage and then they put two splints or stents side by side to kind of hold your deviated septum in place. I could feel that hitting the back of my throat. I'm like, this is gonna make me gag. Like this is terrible. It's like either I'm gonna get used to this or I'm gonna be gagging for 2 weeks. So anyway, they finally get me out. My dad drives me home. I get like situated here with like a bunch of drugs that I'm like, I kind of remember what they told me to take. I kind of don't. And like went through all of that. And I'd say like Thursday, I was in pretty rough shape. Friday, I felt a lot better. Saturday, Sunday, I actually felt great. I'm like, oh, this was like I just got to wait through getting the stents out of my nose and have the sutures removed, and I'm gonna be doing totally great. Well, turns out I was wrong. A thing that I did not know about the uvula, and especially and throat surgery, because like people that get the uvula and tonsils out, apparently that you do pretty good for about a week, and then the second week is when it decides to come in and really kick your butt. So like I was thinking over the weekend, I'm like, oh, Monday I'm gonna start recording videos. It's gonna be great. I'll do videos. I got to run meetings for work. It'll be fine. And instead, like all of last week, I was miserable. It was all I could do to go pick my wife up at the bus stop to from her coming back from Brazil. She had the flu, so like we've been trying to like not be miserable at or around each other. So I've been trying to avoid each other as much as possible. She had work to do, so it's like but she felt so bad. She ended up taking the next day off when she was supposed to go back to work. And then, my oldest dog, she started having digestive problems. And so it's like, okay, I gotta do that. I have to take her outside. I'm trying to like go outside and breathe. And I'm like this because I'm just like breathing into my shirt to like keep the moisture. Because it's like at this point now, like as I said, like the first few days, it was 60 degrees out. Now, as I said, it's like it is snow outside and it is very dry. And it's been like 8 degrees Fahrenheit out, which is pretty cold. Uh, Especially when you're going from 60 degrees Fahrenheit. That changed in a matter of, I don't know, 2 days maybe. And so it hurt, as I may have said, hurts to breathe, or it's been hurting to breathe, hurting to talk, and hurting to eat. And I've had the mental capacity to do one, maybe two of those things, but not all three, and not back to back. So um, it's been a little nutty. And then I thought I'd get some free time over the weekend. Still didn't feel good. And my dog that had digestive problems, I was starting to think I was going to have to take her to the emergency room because she's been in rough shape. I won't get into the details, but been a lot of cleaning up around the house, keeping me busy. So, um, anyway, I guess this is me making a video saying, "Hey, I'm starting to feel better." I can't tell you if it was worth doing the uvula surgery to have my uvula removed or not yet. That's going to take a little bit of time, but definitely I would say getting the polyps removed and the deviated septum corrected. I can already feel I can breathe a lot better, even though like I'm still like a little nasally, a little mucusy here, but uh, I can like breathe through my nose, which is amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna keep at it. I'm gonna keep getting back into trying to figure out what I'm doing for videos. And I think as I kind of left a video a few weeks ago saying like, I don't know, I got to figure out like what I want to do with this channel. I've been really trying what I'd like to get instead of just answering questions that just I know it's helpful for people and I still want to be able to help people, but I also just feel like there's some things that I want to be able to get out of doing this for myself as well. So, you know, I've done 10 uncarved block sessions and had for people entering like flips, remixes, and stuff. I've had probably 15 entries. It's a lot of work to put together. I'd like to still keep doing it. I'd love to get like, 5, 10, 15, 20 plus people getting involved in doing some of the stuff and giving me the chance to give you guys some feedback. It's been like great. Like, or give me a chance to talk about some things, but like, hey, these are things I just suggest trying to do or like where things like might take me. But I don't know. Like I've got a dead Discord channel. I've been trying to resuscitate it and get some activity in there. And I don't know. Maybe everybody's got the channel muted. So doing this uncarved block stuff, I had a bunch of people sign up that were interested. People still kind of keep percolating in, and then nobody submits anything. Has been kind of a bummer. Uh, I'm not as I said, I like helping people out as much as I can with stuff, but I get a lot of questions for gear I don't have, or people think I have like infinite time to go read manuals and stuff, and I just like I don't like if there's something that I think is interesting, I'll probably try and keep making videos of it. But I would like to get back into just actually making music. I'm still waiting for one more piece of gear over here to show up so I can get a setup going that I'd like to actually get two ideas for some live performance stuff or build up to getting to like a 20-30 minute like performance set to play. So I got some ideas for things I want to do, and I still think I'll probably try and stick with the daily format. I'm still waiting for my daughter to go to college just so I can kind of have some more time to like in the evening or something or like late afternoon to maybe do like an hour or two like every day or every other day for streaming. I don't think I have it in me right now to quite do that, but I don't know. We'll see. And besides that, there was like all the sales going on, so I did pick up some stuff. A lot of soft synth things or some samples that I just got like what I consider to be quite good deals for. Got a couple more of the IRA products because I had people were asking some questions about some things, and I was like, it actually seems kind of interesting. I'd like to see if I could like do some fun stuff with like the J6, for example. Um, but beyond that, I don't know. Happy to help you guys. Happy to hang out and chat, nerd out on music gear or like theories or philosophy or whatever. So, if you're just like, hey, looking to hang out, feel free to come by Discord channel. I got to get back. I'm hoping come mid December, I'll have some time freed up. I really do want to get back to doing the Dirty Wave M8 guide. I've been playing with the M8 a lot. I still love working with that thing. And even like today, last night, another beta drop that just has like a bunch of cool features and functionality, at least in my mind, like being able to mount your drive, mount your SD card onto the system, 24-bit support for be able to send audio over USB. I don't know, all that stuff I think is great, and I want to see more of that. So I guess stay tuned. If there's anything you're looking for, you're like, hey, you should try doing this. Feel free to reach out. I'm looking into some other things. I'm I don't know. Beyond that, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. I'm not going anywhere, realistically, but I am going to be changing some things about the channel and what I'm spending my time on. So, anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. Maybe I'll find some more levity for additional story time about like what was actually going on with my dog for the long weekend, because it was a long weekend, but I didn't do it right now. Anyway, thank you all. Happy holidays. Keep having fun. I know I'm not doing a sample advent calendar this year. It just kills the channel. And I don't know, come by, see if you want to hang out and do some uncarved block stuff, or go hit some of the archive on my Discord server and try and put some stuff together. I will be figuring out what I'm doing with that, but I would like to at least come the new year start doing more uncarved block stuff and get back into it. Get people posting up some tracks and giving you guys some thoughts and feedback. Anyway, again, have a great day. Keep having fun. Keep making music. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.